О, все. Запускаю, Тимур. We are alive. Hello, my friends, and welcome. My name is Dennis, and this is Timur. We are together, two of the captains on the live stream. And tell me if the sound is okay for you. Tell me, guys. Timur, can you please say something just for the sound check?
I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, everybody. We are online and very welcome. I'm broadcasting as well from Carpathian Mountains. How do you read me now?
Well, I read you fine. Just want to check what our guys are writing. Hello, guys. Sound is good. They say sound is good. All right. So Timur, tell us where you are, or where are you?
Look, for the moment, I'm in Carpathian Mountains, and I was just hiking, and I knew that we made an arrangement to make a stream during this time, but I have underestimated the time we required to go up. So I came back very late, and I have to make a stream from my phone and using earpods. And this is something new for me because I never did such a thing. Just a moment. Можно бограч, пожалуйста? Це все поки. І все, і хліба. Okay, I have ordered local soup just because I'm fucking hungry. Okay, it's a fantastic place. I'm here because I was sitting in Odessa for more than 3 months, and I have completely burned out on my charity job. Day by day, I was working in order to deliver various stuff to the Ukrainian army, to the soldiers and everything. And same time, I had to maintain my media activities. And, I have really burned out and I need some rest. So I came to Carpathian Mountains and now I'm staying in car camping. So This is what I'm doing now.
Yeah, so your photos, so now you are living in a car.
Yes, I'm a homeless guy who is making his blogs, and I'm looking for myself, and I'm living now in car camping. There are very good people. I met one guy from US, by the way. He is already 20 years living in Ukraine, and he's in love with Ukraine. His ex-wife has fucked him somehow. She removed him from his ownership certificate for his house, but he's still surviving. He was a soldier in the French Foreign Legion, and it's very nice when you're going outside your comfort zone, even if you are sleeping in the car and you are making your coffee in the morning and your oatmeals with your gas. How it's called when you are living propane. How it's called? The thing you are preparing coffee using the gas.
Yeah. So, I think we understood.
Yeah. So I left my comfort zone and I'm living in the car. It's already 3 years, 3 days I'm here, 3 nights, and I feel myself very good here. I recommend to welcome to Ukraine.
Yeah, and yeah, it's fantastic. It's kind of you change your place, then you change your environment. You start to think different things. You start to live more actively. I know in Odessa there were some of the shells from Russian side. Was you able to hear the bangs, the loud bangs, or I don't know, rockets?
In Odessa, it was very common to hear that they are destroying the missiles when they are in the air, flying about the city, and they used some how it's called, the equipment to chase the missiles. And when there is explosion above the city, it's very scary thing. It's something. You feel like panic. You don't know what to do, and people are running to the parking, and immediately we have messages in our Telegram public how it's called, Telegram public page for announcing what's going on in the city. And people are getting information from there, what is going on, and normally they are saying, just come on guys, relax, it's just our guys are hit one missile above the city, so nothing to worry about. And those public pages, they are trying not to show immediately the place of explosion, so not to give Russians the chance to evaluate how successful was their rocket or their missile. So here, nothing like this, and I can a bit relax here because there is no this rain alarm here every night, nothing like this, and I'm really happy that for some time I can relieve this pressure.
No, that's great. That's great, Timur. And by the way, my friends, today we are collecting funds for the Refugee Day that Timur is performing every week. For that, we need around 30,000 hryvnias, which is, according to the National Bank, a little bit less than $1,000.
$1,000.
Yeah, $1,000. And guys, if you participate, you just go to the link below. It's the Donatello website that I use for donations, and all of that money goes for the charity fund and for the Refugee Day that Timur Fund, the charity fund, performs every week. So
by the way, Denise, how many people you have online? Sorry to interrupt.
Not many for now. It's 616. Usually it's 2,000. But I don't know why. Maybe it's just the summertime and not everyone is here. Maybe we need to wait for some time.
You know, this is something you are getting disappointed with when you have success in YouTube, and then when you have a sudden drop of your online your subscribers increase is not like usually when you have not enough views. You are becoming like drug addict. You are start to feel fine when you see that your channel goes not good, and you are getting used to to increase of subscribers. This is something what I'm experiencing now, Denise.
I know
when I was after you've been popular, thank you very much, after you have been very popular, and I'd say hundreds of thousands of views. This is something what I got used for before the war, and now how to say my media status is completely fucked up due to war, due to the things what I'm saying, due to Russian monetization cut off, and this is something I'm getting used for, and I'm trying to get used for. I'm trying to start new channel, new life. Okay, but you should keep in mind, Denise, that it might happen. That I know that your media efforts now are very good, and how to say, I'm very glad about this. And you are doing really good things for Ukrainian charity. I know that you spend a lot of money, and you have attracted a lot of money to Ukrainian charity. This is something, you are doing something. You are equal to I don't know 20 guys who are doing just ordinary job. It's very important to.
Thank you, Timur. Well, I agree. Then you have those huge numbers. Actually, I was able to rise up my channel and up to 200, almost 200,000 subscribers in May, I think, and it was huge explosion of the channel. However, now I don't have that rise. We stopped. However, I have my loyal audience. People who are watching, you are my loyal audience. Thank you very much for your subscriptions, for supporting me and Ukrainian people, and thank you very much for that. I know that this channel is not forever. I mean, then the war is over. We'll have nothing to talk about, really. There will be no daily updates, so probably I'm gonna change the sphere for the channel, maybe to the personal life, traveling. Maybe we're gonna explore Ukraine with you, see the places where Russians were and they were not invading the parts, like, for example, Timur is located, the Carpathian Mountains. Bon appetit, Timur.
Thank you. I'm sorry, guys. I hope that it will not a big disrespect if I will eat some of my soap in online, because I went about 15 kilometers, you going up and going down, and I'm fucking tired and very hungry. Sorry for saying word fucking, because it's not allowed to say, it's not good style, but I'm not good used to speak English, and I'm a foreigner, and I can say such a things. Denise, regarding the channels, you should keep it. It will be your backup channel after the war. Let's say your main channel can be lost or blocked somehow if you violate some copyright or anything like. So it's better to keep it. By the way, have you been ever proposed to sell your channel?
Yeah, I think a couple of times. I don't know why. Well, I was proposed to sell my channel for, I think, $500. Then it brought me like I think $300 per month. So why should I sell something that gives me $300 per month for just $500? So the price is very strange. I don't know. Maybe they want to buy some channels because the monetized channels are unique. You need to, wait for the special pin code for many months, and maybe people just want to buy the channel with the ready Google AdSense. I don't know. Maybe that's why.
And sometimes they need to post some provocative videos. Let's say if you need to compromise some politician, and you cannot, it's better not to do it from the channel which was just created, because there will be no trust. That's why I think there are some market of channels with the background. So it will be sold also in the due time. And like this, I also have been many times proposed to sell my channel, and money was also a very funny amount, about $200, $300. But I was always joking those guys. Let's say when they say that, I say, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid it's not enough. And they say, how much do you want? And they are thinking maybe I will ask 1,000 more or something like this. I say, if it will cost about 120,000 euro. Let's say if you will propose me money sufficient to buy some nice apartment in the Mediterranean Sea with the sea view, I will consider it. Okay, but no, not like this. Not $500, not $2,000, like this. By the way, I would like to take a chance to recommend Ukrainian kitchen. Ukrainian cuisine is one of the best cuisines in the world. And Ukraine is the unique place where you can enjoy the alcohol and food of premium quality, and with the best relation of quality to price. So I know the foreigners, they really like to go to Ukraine. They are making Astro tour and Alco tour.
Yeah. I
And
really
the sex tour as well.
yeah. I really like our cuisine. I think it tastes. If we speak about even the borscht or bogarich, if you come and visit different places, different cafes and restaurants, in every place it tastes different, even from the same chef. Once I cooked the soup on the open air. Then I was hiking. I was in a tent, and I was cooking there on this kind of propane small oven, and it tasted completely different. Even though I used the same ingredients for this stuff. Yeah, quite interesting. Our kitchen is very, I would say, we have lots of calories in our Ukrainian food. It's not for everyone.
because the European kitchen, European food is full of calories, because I mean it's not like in southern countries like Arabic area, like desert, when you have hot temperature. You need to save the calories. You need to deposit some fat in order to to live, to be alive during the winter time.
Yeah, like a bear.
And yeah, of course, it's better than this. And by the way, what people are asking is there are some questions about because I'm not seeing your how it's called, your chat.
Uh-huh. Oh, maybe we have. Yeah, people are asking. Well, I got the question. Do you think that Belarus may attack Ukraine in nearby future? Questions like that.
It will depend on. It will depend on situation. If the Putin will manage to create visibility of success, that he still can do something, probably they can do it. And we should understand that the Lukashenko is under tremendous pressure from the side of Putin, and he doesn't like to do so, but he's really pressed, and he was swearing the Putin that he will support him, but since beginning of the war, he's finding the reason to not to do so. However, Belarusian army, how many people? It's so far as I know,
35,000, but they mobilized twice more. So totally they have around 70,000 troops, soldiers.
Okay. However, they are playing very dangerous game now, those two guys. And you remember what Putin said recently, just maybe 2 years ago, 2 days ago? He said that if you think that we are defeated, that you kick ass of Russia, you are wrong. We have not yet started the war. If we will start the real war, you will feel yourself very bad. So who knows? Maybe he's making this, how it's called in the poker.
Oh,
When you are making
bluff,
face
yeah.
like everything
Bluffing.
is under control, but it's not.
Yeah.
That's it. So
his words were strange, and I think he was those words were even rejected with his society, because how can you fight like with half the power you have, because you're losing soldiers, lives, ammunition, armored vehicles, everything, but you're not fighting in full power. So why should you lose in that case so many of their lives? So I think it was controversial statement from Putin, and people didn't like it, especially not only in Ukraine, but especially in Russia too.
Also, we should keep in mind that Belarusian troops are completely demoralized by information which is coming to Ukraine. They don't have now illusion that it will be just a major sweep. They know that many of them will not come back from Ukraine, and that's why people in Belarus, they will try all possible things in order not to participate. But I think that it is more probably, I would say it more probably that they will not join. I make my bet here. Maybe I'm wrong.
Could be. What I saw, like in those 3 days, recent 3 days, that Russia is sending more troops to Belarus. They modernized the base near to Chernihiv Oblast, I think 60 kilometers away, and they put more forces there. And those forces already marked with the V sign on their armored vehicles. So I don't know what to expect, but it's illogical to try, I think, the second attempt on getting Kiev again. They were unsuccessful with the lots of forces that they used at the first time. So I think it could be just a suicide mission from the Russian side. And from the recent events, I see that they are not really successful on the eastern part of Ukraine as well, since they are now exhausted after they took Lysychansk and the most part of Lugansk. That's what I think.
The things they allow us to see is not, maybe it's not true, because the Putin knows what is disinformation. As it is now very common to suppose that if Putin says something, he's not saying this because because he wants to give you some information. It's because he has his own aims, and he wants to achieve some own result, and this result is not connected with saying the truth. So it can be the disinformation in order to create the pressure, in order to distract forces from the east of Ukraine, from Severodonetsk. So we never know. But Denise, I have a lot of friends in Russia for the moment, and we are still communicating. And today I got the very peculiar history about one guy from Russia, the relative of my friend. And there was a history that he was recruited in order to go to Mariupol as the builder, in order to make some construction or anything like. And he was recruited as the civil personnel. And after 2 weeks when he left, nobody heard about this guy, nothing. And after 2 weeks, it was discovered that he's working as the guy who is making the mining. So he spoke to his mother, and he told that it was only 3-day course in order to become the miner specialist. Imagine that they have converted him to the deminer for 3 days only. And after another 1 month, he came back to Russia, and he was hit. He was injured, hit by bullet, and he had quite serious injury to his head, and also part of his feet was out as well. And he was, he was very discouraged, this guy. And when they asked about the other guys who went with him from the same city in Russia, he said they will never come back. But he doesn't say nothing else what is going on. But keep in mind that he was recruited as the civil personnel for building, and finally he has appeared on the front line. So, we can see that we can presume that they have mass delivery of unprepared personnel to the front line.
No, yeah, indeed.
And we will never know, unfortunately, how many of them are dead up to now.
Timur, we have one more question. Can Captain Rudov describe his charity a bit more, please?
Okay. The charity fund was created 23 of March when I came to Odessa after I left Mariupol and delivered my family to Polish border. And then I arrived to Odessa, and I have created this fund by announcing to my subscribers that I need volunteers. We have started from the 500 euro on my PayPal account, and this was beginning of our funds for what we have started to make the charity. What we started to do is to help displaced people and Ukrainian army. We have begun from manufacturing the discharging jackets for the soldiers. I don't know how it's called in English, when you put the spare magazines and all this stuff.
I see.
Yes, we have started to purchase the material and make a sewing in the local companies. And I have started to use my channel as well in order to accumulate funds for this charity. And we have created immediately the website for public relations, and as well the Telegram channel. Telegram channel is up to now is something we are using in order to report our activities. For the moment, after more than 3 months of activities, we can say that we have delivered already 5 cars to Ukrainian army. We have delivered very big quantity of drones. I don't have a figures now, but it is reported on the website. Also the binoculars, walkie-talkies, thermal telescopes, and there are so many stuff. And recent months, we got very good donations from my subscribers, and we managed to give a lot of things to the Ukrainian army. And same time, 2 months ago, we have opened civil direction of our activities. We have opened second headquarters where we have started to collect the food, clothes for the children, etc. And finally, we have started to make a day of support. What we are doing, we are accumulating resources like money, stuff required for soldiers, stuff required for civil people in our stores, warehouses in Odessa. Also, we are accumulating funds, of course, on our official bank account. So next, what we are doing, we are receiving the requests from Ukrainian army, from the detachments we are cooperating. It's 28 brigade, is 28 brigade. I how to translate? Okay, never mind. 28 brigade number 35, brigade number 126, local Odessa police, and also the special detachment of the police forces of Ukraine, which is called Storm. Let's say those guys need something in order to carry out their missions, and these items are very long to wait from official supply, or this is something what is not scheduled to be in this detachment. And they are requesting us, the volunteers, they are sending a request. Dear sirs, could you please provide us 5 walkie-talkies, 1 thermal telescope, and some tactic glass and knee pads. And we are considering this case, and in case it's okay that we have enough money, we have resources, we are providing this stuff. And there are very big variety of the things we have purchased for the army, like a generator. Let's say they are saying, guys, we need the generator in order to produce electricity in the field. We need a building material and instrument in order to build our positions in the field as well, and stuff like this, you know. And in beginning, we have tried to account our activities case-wise. Each request from the army was a case on our website, but later we found that it's not possible to account everything, like making very big, very nice presentation on the website. And we have started just post in the Telegram every delivery of the help to Ukrainian army. And this is actually how it is. I hope that I more or less explained. Denis, maybe I can add something.
Then it seems like something is on his mind. No, I'm just looking for Russian trolls and I block them. I just looked through the comment section while Timur is speaking. Sorry. I need to understand what your ideas are. Maybe you have some of the questions, so please write them here on the chat, and if I see them, we're gonna ask Timur about them. And also thank you very much for your kind support for the charity fund, and we're gonna spend those funds for the day for the refugees in Ukraine. There was a question saying that PayPal also works. There is, and if you want to pay directly to Timur Fund PayPal, there is the link for Timur Charity website just below. Go to the website, and there you can have access to the ways you can donate to directly to Charity Fund.
I will appreciate if the people will use IBAN, their official IBAN. It's very used to, you know, because we have an accountant, one lady which was our volunteer. She is a professional accountant, and she is the one who is in charge for our relations, for our reports to government. And it is much better if the money is coming to IBAN. It's our official money, you know, and it's much more easy for us. And in this case, let's say if the money what I receive from the stream, I have to make how to say, I need to, the money you gave me last time, I put them as the how it's called, as the donation from a single person. I marked that it was
from me,
donation from
yeah,
you.
from
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah. So it's better if people can make a direct donation, it will be much better.
Hmm.
And Denise, actually, I really, I would like to take this chance to say thank you for supporting my fund, because you know
Well, people
e-
support subscribers here, and they are supporting.
yeah, but it's your audience and your trust to myself and
Mm.
to the things what I'm doing. You can help Ukraine the different ways, by the way. This is what I'm saying all the time. You can use the any charity fund. You can use the any guys who are doing such an activities as a volunteers, as a charity. But if you are giving money to specific charity fund, it means that you have a trust to them,
Hmm.
and it's very important because we know that sometimes spending of the resources which was donated to Ukraine sometimes can be irrational.
Hmm.
It's also such a problem is existing,
Hmm.
and there was a couple very loud police cases when the guys were announcing them as volunteers.
Hmm.
They tried to sell the donated stuff
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
anything like, and they were grabbed by police. And now Ukraine is the government is trying to hold those people, to grab them immediately, because they are making very big damage to the image of the
Yeah,
country.
of the country, of volunteers, of yeah, of everything. Yeah.
Of course, and I'm there were a couple of guys among my volunteers as well that uh, I did not trust them. I saw
Hmm.
a couple of times that the things what he's doing is unclear for me.
Hmm.
That's why I told those guys that we are not working anymore together. So it's very clear to make this reputation.
Yeah, yeah. The reputation is
And
very important.
it's only thing that what we have in our life, and we can lose whatever, but your reputation and your name is something what remains. So you should be very careful with these things.
Yeah.
Uh,
As for
so
me, I trust you. This morning I got the message from one of my subscribers. I work with other fund. It's drones fund, drones for Ukraine that fund, and one of my so if you donate like $1,000 or more, you'll have the special badge, which is the part of remains of Russian Sukhoi that was hit in Ukraine. And the guy told me that 1 month passed and he haven't received his badge from that organization. And I contact them immediately and they say that we're gonna solve this problem. But for me, I gonna work with trusted funds only, and for you, Timur, I trust 100%.
this is something very important, what I pay attention uh, to post immediately the activities
Hmm.
and to report what you have done. If you
Yeah,
have a big donation from some person, that you should show that what things you have done. You have to show that soldiers you gave this stuff. Let's say one gentleman from Israel. So far as I don't know him personally, but I understand that he's quite rich person,
yeah.
and he's donating quite serious stuff to our charity fund. And it's like drones, thermal telescopes, the radios, some stuff we never can achieve with
Hmm.
our level of funds accumulation. And we are showing to him every delivery. And it's not like okay, the name of this detachment is secret and we cannot disclose where this soldier is served. I'm just saying, guys, no, if you want this thermal telescope, you should say where you are and what job you are doing. Otherwise you will not get it.
Hmm.
And it's very serious, and it's not so easy to, how to say, to deal with the army in order to how to say, because sometimes the army, Ukrainian soldiers, they are requesting help, but they are thinking that it's coming from somewhere, and they not cannot realize that it's very difficult to get those things what they want. And if I'm giving this, I took from some person, from some some gentleman, let's say, who has a lot of money, but I'm reporting to him that all this stuff was delivered. So it should be transparent as much as possible.
I just want to say many thanks, guys, who donated on the stream, and my kind regards to Fred. Fred, thank you so much for supporting. Fred, you may know him, Timur, because I send you, let's say, the funds Fred transferred to you on the pipe.
I got it. I
yeah,
got it.
yeah.
I got it. I got it. Of course, yes. Thank you very much. And we have a particular job done for those money. We have purchased the generator for detachment number 80, brigade number 80. We have purchased the generator for the part of money, and the rest of money was just in our cash box.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Look, honestly saying, Denise, I hope that as soon as possible, this will end, because I just realized also something, that when you are dealing with charity, you are always asking for money, and you are doing this for sake of Ukraine, not for it's not job for yourself.
But I think Go ahead, Timur. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I just want to say that sometimes you feel tired from charity, from this process, and this is actually why I'm here in the mountains, because I have really burned out, and 1 week ago I have handed over the duties of the manager to Anastasia, she was my personal assistant, and now she is the manager. The people who saw my last videos, they can see the Anastasia. The last video on my channel is about this day of support of displaced people. And by the way, Denise, thank you very much for attracting people, for inviting people. So my new channel has got some support.
Yeah. People like to watch the stuff you publish.
Now,
That's awesome.
Now I'm making movie about the catacombs. Odessa catacombs is a very famous place where, I would say, the place with the history, some remarkable place. And here in mountains, in my car, in this car camping, I'm making the documentary about the catacombs. And I'm not in hurry to do this movie. Hope in about 5 days I will deliver some nice product to the people. So in case you will not you don't wish to miss it, you can subscribe as well if you are not so subscribed up to now. No, it's not because like, please give money, please subscribe, please do something. No, it's only up to you. We are just inviting you.
Yeah, and then I just realized that after, well, I got some of the experience filming videos for YouTube, like for 2 years, and I realized that I don't need to ask to subscribe for my personal channel. So I usually say press the like, but subscribe, I think it's a very like personal thing. If guys would like to subscribe, they subscribe, but likes can put the video on a higher, like, increase, can easily spread the video. So my friends, if you watch me, press the like to this live stream. But about subscription, I got almost 800,000 subscribers on my Aviation channel, but they all came from shorts, and people who came from the short videos, they're not watching my regular content, and that is why I have, for example, lots of subscribers compared to this channel, but not many views per.
Does it make you frustrated?
No, I realized that I shouldn't have filmed short videos on my channel. That was a mistake.
I have googled most subscribed channels in the world, and I think the channel with biggest quantity of subscribers was Indian.
No.
And of course, Indian serious movies, some sentimental serious movies, and why I was surprised that quantity of subscribers counted in hundreds of millions.
Oh.
But when you check the views, it's only hundreds of thousands. It means that from 50 subscribers, only one guy is watching. And subscription doesn't mean doesn't mean that you are watched.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes it means nothing. It's very approximate thing.
Yeah, the views
However,
are important. The views, and I'm now concentrating on the views. I see that Ukrainian war attracts less attention nowadays. People from the Western countries also, some of them lose the attention on the topic because they have their own problems. We are still in COVID times, and some of the European countries, they return the masks mandates, the fuel price gone higher. So actually those guys in United States and many more countries, they have their own problems. And Ukraine was the hot topic for, I think, 2 or 3 months. And now people, I would say, just get tired about it, something. But still, I think it's the most important topic that we have in the world, and that can change the world. And we need to do something, to cause
Denise,
not.
but what we can do nothing with this.
Yeah, yeah,
The people, they are adapting to the situation,
yeah.
and if you are receiving the terrible news every day, you are getting used to terrible news, and it's not news anymore that something going on terrible in Ukraine. So we can do nothing with this, and actually, since I became a volunteer, I created the charity fund.
Mhm,
I'm not worried anymore about situation in Ukraine, because I know that I'm doing something in order to help this situation, and
mhm,
that's it. I have feeling that I have invested my time, invested my, I would say, everything in to the fight for Ukraine, and I don't worry anymore. Since you have done 110% of your abilities,
mhm,
of your capacity, you don't worry anymore. So that's it. Even now, I'm making the movies. I'm making the movies in order to attract donations, and I'm trying to do something, give something to the people. Let's say, guys, it's like playing the music on the street. I'm playing the music on the guitar, and people are dropping some money to my coffer from the guitar, and I'm giving this money to Ukrainian army. This is actually nearly the same what I'm doing, and I'm trying to show them something interesting instead,
mhm,
because all my cameras,
mhm,
drones, my laptop, everything for service of Ukraine now.
mhm, mhm.
I hope that will end. I hope that we will win as soon as possible. I hope
Yeah.
that fucking Russia will crash.
Yeah. That's what the world is hoping for. To I think that country should be formatted, restricted, changed in some way. Yeah, it can. I think it cannot prolong for a very long time. People just start to live there as in North Korea. I heard people are leaving Russia, like people like me and you who know something. I'm speaking
The
about
people,
pilots.
the people with, sorry to interrupt you. See, people with international mindset are leaving Russia like hell.
Hmm.
It's I'm a member of one public page. There are only 30 persons, the people who are engaged in Russian aviation,
Hmm.
the pilots, your colleagues actually.
Hmm.
And when I talk with them and ask them what you think, and I ask one pilot of Boeing 737, and I make one stream with him. I ask him, "What is your plan? Are you okay with your money, with your how you maintain your house?" He say, "Up to autumn, up to October, I'm okay. But later, I probably will have to sell my car, or I don't know, to start to think about how to feed my family, because I lost my job as a pilot, and I have no idea what to go next, what to do next."
Hmm.
So that's the point. Educated people have a trend to leave Russia. Of course, they are leaving this country, but who is coming back to Russia are soldiers from the war who have broken how to say, who have broken mindset,
Yeah, yeah,
post traumatic syndrome.
yeah.
Only hell knows what will be in their heads, and I'm not jealous. I would say I would not. I'm not jealous to Russians because their life will
Hmm.
be very fucked up. I'm sorry for this expression, but
Hmm.
it is.
I see. Yeah, really, it is the hard time. That's that. I think that's their choice, because they may, do the same as we done here in Ukraine. Um, I don't know, change their Tsar. Well, it's hard to do actually, yeah, because um, the dictatorship in Russia, they concentrate so much power, militia forces, their local police and everything. So,
But then if
mhm,
Putin was never like this.
mhm,
If you will recall his statements before 2004, the things he was saying that his orientation to
mhm,
for integration to Europe. He was saying like why Russia and Europe, why should be, how to say, there should not be any issues. There should not be any issues with NATO, because our aim is, our target is to achieve security in the world. So if we want to achieve security, Russia will also join NATO. Maybe
mhm,
because he was refused. I don't know. He someday, I think it happened 2004 or 2006. He was pissed off with something, and
mhm,
he started to behave absolutely different way.
mhm,
And up to now, he got used to be the head of the country, to concentrate the power in his hand.
mhm,
And when he has a feeling that he's losing the power, he's starting to make insane things. And
mhm,
why people are afraid of this guy, of Putin, because they know that he can do something completely unbelievable
mhm. Yeah, yeah,
that you never expect such a thing. Like this fucking war. Who could expect that he will do such a things?
yeah, yeah,
Nobody with the normal logical thinking would even imagine
yeah.
such a.
Yeah, if we speak about the parallel in a Second World War, well, if we speak about, for example, Adolf Hitler, yeah, we knew his ideas from the very beginning, and we knew that probably he gonna, do something with Jews, do something with gypsies, other people, because it was the ideology from the very beginning. But Putin, then he came to power, he actually stated that Russia should join NATO, that we should open the borders for everything. And after that, yeah, something changed dramatically, and it's actually terrible.
But it's very old trick. When you are losing the
Mm,
power, you are starting the small war. The
mm,
small war,
yeah,
it can bring the stability to your, how to say, to your influence. It happened, if you can remember, in 2012 when he was re-elected, when they fucked the Russian constitution, which
mm,
does not actually allow to be a president
yeah,
again,
yeah,
but they make a trick. You see. And when he came back after 2 years, Russians could see that situation, the economical situation in their
mm,
country is becoming very depressed, and his rating is going becoming very low.
mhm,
Same time, the Ukraine showed him his ass, the ass to Putin, turned the nose to other direction, and he was very pissed off.
mhm,
And what we know what happened, that he has invented the reason of invasion to Crimea and grabbing the territories. But despite, let's say, 6 months before the Crimea
mhm,
annexion, he was saying in press conference, when somebody asked him, "What do you think? Well, should we take Crimea? Because many people are in Crimea. They like Russia so much." And Putin was saying, "Guys, how are we gonna do that? Because we cannot just take somebody's
mhm,
territories. It doesn't belong to us." But he done it finally.
mhm.
So, what is your? By the way, where you are sitting, Denise? There's those wooden.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm in
well,
cabin. It's a wooden cabin. I cannot tell the place openly. I'm in central Ukraine, let's say.
no. I mean, what the cabin? It's look like some shelter.
Uh, no, it's the house, the small house. Um, just here. Actually, we are in a place where there are lots of those houses, and people just used to go here to spend some time with the nature, because here we have the river not far away. Here we have forest, so it's like a holiday cabin. I think guys from Canada,
Okay. Tell me something. Have you been treated by somebody that they will fund you and they will make
yeah,
something bad for you and for
yeah,
your family?
yeah, obviously. I have many messages like those, and I start to receive those from the first day of the war. Then I stated and pointed out my position towards Putin, his regime. Firstly, I got those messages on Instagram, and after a while, then I started this channel. After, let's say, 2 months of war, I started to receive even phone calls. I don't know how they got my phone, but there were a couple of calls telling in Russian that they're gonna do something to me and my family. That is why I cannot tell my position, because still we have maybe some affiliated spies here in Ukraine, because
Of course,
it's
and
kind of
it's there are many conserved
yeah
spies and
cottage.
who are sitting even in Odessa. We know that they are existing.
Hmm.
Of course, a lot of them were caught. It was a lot of cooperation from the real estate agents.
Hmm.
Let's say if they were asking, let's say if you have some suspicious tenants, some guys who were asking for
Hmm.
apartment, and it was looking strange, and they have given some information to the SBU, to
Hmm.
Secret Service, and they have discovered many of them. And but up to now, I still there are some of them here. For me, I have received so many threats, and until I left Odessa, I was feeling myself, I would say, in some danger,
Hmm.
because especially in Odessa, that a lot of people know me because Odessa is the city of merchant seafarers,
Hmm.
and my YouTube blog is for merchant seafarers, and I'm very famous in Odessa. When I'm walking down the streets, normally a couple of people are coming to me to shake my hand to say thank you very much for
Hmm.
education, for the things what you are delivered to us. And same time, I understand that it is well known where I am, and I was all the time keeping the traumatic gun and the knife and even the spray with the this chili pepper
No,
for the
you
eye.
was sprayed.
No, I was keeping this in my pockets. No,
Oh,
luckily
oh,
no. But I'm quite suspicious guy. Let's say if I
oh.
see that somebody is chasing me, that some person is long time staying behind me, that I'm controlling the situation around, and I was even using the fake plates for my car.
Mm,
So I just removed my fake plates. It was very peculiar history.
mm,
I asked one of my volunteers
mm,
to find the fake plates for me because I need to replace the plates so
mm,
nobody can chase my car. And I
mm,
say, give me some plates from the car which does not belong to nobody, and it's there will be no consequences. I
mm,
will say to police that I have found this place,
mhm,
and he gave me, and I put this to my car.
mhm.
But 2 weeks ago, I received the penalty for wrong parking, and in the penalty ticket, I saw that this penalty was applied to one lady, and for some reason, those plates were still accounted to her. She
Mhm.
was the owner of this car, of this plate. So I was very angry with this guy who gave me those plates,
No, I
and
see.
I kept very low profile. I just paid this penalty, and I removed those plates, and not doing this anymore. And there is one guy I know. He's working in Secret Service in Odessa, and I told him about this situation, and you know what he told me? That Timur, come on,
Mm.
half of Odessa is using the fake plates, so it's nothing. There is nothing special. And I was feeling myself very big spy as a secret agent, that I'm
Mm.
using the fake plates, but he told me that so many people are using them. So some things in Ukraine you can do, some things which you will never imagine doing so in any other country, especially in the Europe or US.
Yeah.
Does anybody use the fake plates, guys?
Yeah,
Just write in comments.
My friends, I want to state that we already reached the goal for the day, for the charity day for
Displaced people support
yeah,
day.
yeah, and thank you very much for your kind support. You're awesome. Thank you so much for helping our people and Ukraine.
Of course. I look. I want to make some. I don't know if I can make some report or anything like from the next event. People, if you like to have such a report, and write in comments. We can invent something because we are feeling responsible for taking money. So I just wanna people see what is done for their money.
But you publish on Telegram channel, and you recently published your latest day, and I shared it on my channel. I put it into the community. I shared your video about the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
But however, guys, if you have donated some money, please subscribe to Telegram channel, which is called Timur Effendi. It's a public channel, public page where we are posting the results of our job, and you will be up to date. And maybe you will learn a bit some Russian language, Russian, Ukrainian, what we are using there.
Yeah, that's great.
Or maybe it's a bad idea. Does anybody interested in learning Russian or Ukrainian?
Okay, yeah. We collected the money. Thank you guys so much. Timur, for how long are you going to stay in the Carpathian Mountains?
I have no idea. Maybe I will wake up some morning and I will go in some other place, but I have no plan at all. All I know, I don't want to stay in the city anymore. Actually, before I had two options: to go Ukrainian army and to go to roam the country and try to make some media activities. And I was coming actually to the completion point in Odessa. But what I discovered there, that competition to join Ukrainian army is like a Harvard University in US. They are asking there, let's say, if you are not the guy who has a previous combat experience, service experience, and you cannot operate the weapons, they are not going to spend time for you.
Oh,
And
really? So
yes,
if you want to join the army and you don't have the military, you never was in army, you was never in army, so is it hard, to join it?
It's maybe it will sound funny, but you will have to pay big bribe to go to Ukrainian army. Yes, because and it gives a hope that you see, we have no problem with people actually in Ukraine. I can say a couple of examples. In my charity fund, there is one volunteer, and he's 37 years old, and he's ex-paratrooper. And he has reported to local completion point of Ukrainian army. He passed the medical examination. He was found fit. They took his telephone and told that when we will require to form new detachment, or we will require you to replace somebody, we will call you. But it is already 3 months. He's just a volunteer and he's not called for service. So there are enough people.
Yeah. I also visited a military branch in Vinnytsia Oblast, and I was there the first time after the war had started. And they say, like, give us your phone, we don't need you. That's all. They even didn't send me to. They didn't watch my documents, nothing, not looking through the documents, but just say goodbye. Give us your phone and a phone number, and that's it.
And because they are also, so far as I know, they are paying relatively big money for Ukraine. So it's for people from the remote areas, from the villages. It's I could hear that Russians are paying 300,000 Russian rubles, which are, according to official course, are $5,000. But it's only official course. You will, if let's say if you will use official course of US dollar exchange rate, official exchange rate, you will never manage to exchange money because it's only for internal governments, governmental
And
payments.
maybe
But
they,
if you want to buy, sorry, yeah, if you want to buy, you will have to pay nearly 75 rubles
something like that.
$1.
They use the official rate just to buy, maybe to sell oil, gas, and that stuff.
It was like in USSR. Like in USSR, the official exchange rate was 0.6 Russian rubles for $1. USSR ruble 0.6. But if you will try to buy, it's not possible to buy. It's only, let's say, if you want to sell to the government, okay, they will buy for this course. But you will never manage to purchase this money with this exchange rate.
Yeah. And I got interesting comment. It's crazy. As being a pilot, the government doesn't want you to fly warplanes. Jack Kenna asked me. Jack, the military and civilian pilots, they are totally different. You study for military to fight, and you study for civilian airplane. It's completely different. I think for Timur, it's also the same. Yeah. Maybe you got these questions. Then.
Look, if you regarding the Navy, can I be officer of the Navy or to command the Navy ship? Of course, if it will be the cargo ship without any arms and let's say just transport vessel, of course I can command it. But I'm not able to command the Navy ship, which is equipped with torpedoes, with the missiles and stuff like that, you know. So I think that for you is the same situation. So you can use the Il-78, the transport aviation. It could be possible, but I think there are enough pilots for.
Yeah, maybe for transport airplane. Yeah, because it's more closer. And I used to fly Antonov 26, which is actually a military aircraft. Was designed as military, but we flown the cargo operations. But the idea is totally different. Like the training process is different. So yeah, they could have retrained guys like me, but they have many of pilots who are just sitting on the ground. We are in lack of airplanes, not the pilots. We have lots.
And generally, this is the situation in Ukraine, that Ukraine is in lack of equipment, actually, not the personnel. And of course, some drill instructors. I have one fellow in Odessa. He's a major of artillery school, and he was instructing the artillery officers, and he was making external speed up process of artillery officers graduation. And actually this is the guy also, he's the target for the spies. Let's say, imagine they will kill the instructor, and I'll say it's one of the primary targets to kill the guys who are instructors are always chased as well.
Yeah, sure.
So that's it.
Maybe I also go on a trip, Timur, like you, maybe to Carpathians or no. I have idea maybe to go home for a few days near to Kiev. And yeah, I miss my home really. Haven't been there for a lot.
But you know, good thing that you so far as I know, you are close to your family. It's, well, your apartment is. I'm sure it's also missing you, but not so much.
yeah.
But you should go. You should go to the mountains. Now it's the air here is fantastic. You know, it's a rain season, and if you smell it, the forest, very nice, very nice. And it's maybe you will allow yourself to relax a couple of days.
Tell us about the fuel, Timur. We know that there is a fuel crisis still in Ukraine.
Fuel price is 52 hryvnia for 1 liter of gasoline. 95 grade. And I don't know what happened, but fuel has appeared on all gasoline stations, just like this. 2 months, huge problem with fuel, and just one day, fuel has appeared. I don't know what's going on. It's some under carpet games of government, but fuel now is available. 52 hryvnia. How many euro is this? So far as I know, it should be 1.6 euro.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm very bad in math as well. I cannot divide. Okay, what to do? So,
Timur, and some kind of professional questions about your profession. For me, we encounter sometimes the same weather phenomena. For example, thunderstorms. For the airplanes, it's like a very brief moment because we fly with a high speed and we have the weather radars. As a secret, sometimes they do not work. It's very rare, but some airplanes like Boeing manufacturer allowed to fly without the radars for daytime conditions and VFR conditions. And it's never been for me to encounter the huge cell of thunderstorm, like very strong one. Then you got hit by the hail. So have you had this kind of stuff in your career? Then you entered the thunderstorm on a ship because you cannot avoid it very fast because you're very slow in the ocean compared to the airplane. So was it scary? Was it like what?
Actually, it's not a problem for the ocean vessel. I can remember exactly 2 times when thunder was hitting the mast of my vessel, and for some reason the system which is intended to protect against this has failed. So the antennas of some equipment was damaged. So I can remember this could happen, but it's not a big issue, honestly saying. Biggest problem for us is meeting the typhoon or hurricane in the ocean. And let's say if the master of the ship will take a wrong decision and will not make measures to to deviate from the course in order to make the hurricane pass, so there will be in trouble. But thunderstorm is nothing. Our problem on the sea is the wind and waves, of course, but mainly the wind which creating the waves. And thunder itself is nothing. Banana.
Is it your decision to avoid the thunderstorm or do some navigation on the ship?
Of course. It's everything what is everything which is connected with safety is the ultimate authority of the master of the ship, and it's written in the conventions, SOLAS convention, that master is the one who is in charge, and he has ultimate authorities. Nobody can to dispute his decisions, and even the people who give him a job. Sometimes I can have this problem. Let's say I'm deviating the course, I'm slowing down in order to make the hurricane pass, but we are delaying his arrival for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. For this time we will consume extra 150 tons of the fuel. We will make delay, and of course the operators are trying to push me in order to take better decision for them, in order not to delay, to take risk to my account, but to make a benefit for business. And sometimes I had to fight with them and remind them, I'm sorry guys, but I better lose my job. You can fire me if you don't like me, but safety is safety, and so far I'm in charge.
Yeah, we have the same principle in aviation. So the captain is always responsible. I may take extra fuel. Commercials, they don't like it because the more fuel you have, the heavier the airplane is. the more fuel it consumes, then it flies. For example, for 1,000 extra kilograms, I may consume like 50 kilograms of fuel per one flight, one leg.
Question, Denise.
Mhm.
In which situations you have to drop the fuel before landing?
Our airplane, the airplanes I was flying, are not equipped with that. So we don't.
737 is not dropping
No,
fuel.
no, it's not dropping. The big airplanes like Boeing 767, 777, 747, they equip with that stuff. For us, the Boeing 737 is certified to land with a maximum takeoff weight, so it will not be scrapped. Let's say. So if you land overweight, you just put in a manual log. I landed overweight because of the emergency, let's say, even health emergency. If the passenger got sick, for example, it is also the reason to land overweight, even in that cases, because it's better to save the life of person and maybe cause some of the well, the airplane will not be damaged, but it may sustain some of the G loads or I don't know, some structural. But still, Boeing is certified 737 for landing overweight. But the big airplanes, they have a lot of fuel and they fly very long routes, and that is why their takeoff weight and maximum takeoff weight and maximum landing weight are very different. They may differ per, I don't know, dozens of thousands kilograms. So for I don't know exact figures for every airplane, but it could be like 50,000 kilograms, maybe 100,000 kilograms. So for that, you need to obviously to drain the fuel before landing. But also there could be, for example, engine fire, uncontrolled engine fire that you cannot extinguish. In that case, there is no time for fuel burn. You just damping fuel. And for that, you just turn around and land. And there were no cases then the airplanes were actually destroyed. Then they landed overweight. Well,
Okay, but tell me something. When you have aircraft crash in some other country, what is the follow up in your airline? Are you doing some meeting or how you are chasing the?
you mean if something, if then it happened in Iran, then they hit our airplane in our airline. There was emergency meeting. There is a special list to do list, like a checklist, what you need to do, like, and obviously it's the emergency. You call everyone, CEO, flight operations, investigation team, and also the country starts to investigate it right away. But the responsible country for that, according to ICAO, which is the part of United Nations, the responsible for investigation is the country at which territory the catastrophe or accident happened. So it's
But
like
what
that.
I mean that let's say it happened in some South American country. Of course, it has nothing to do with your airline. But do you make any follow up?
Yeah. We
Let's say to a
have
case study.
yeah, we have a list sent to every pilot. What happened there, especially if it's your airplane type. Also, Boeing sends special lists if after the investigation completed, or if they know the case. That is what happened with Boeing 737 MAX. Even though it happened to MAX, but we got some recommendations as pilots to fly some new sort of special procedures on Boeing 737 NG right away after the crash of Boeing 737 MAX. And Boeing 737 MAX pilot got also the special procedures how to avoid the crash. And for me, it's quite strange that Ethiopian Airways, the pilots, didn't follow the Boeing recommendations, and actually they crashed. Yes, it was this design failure, but also pilots there, they didn't follow the Boeing recommendation after the first crash that happened to Lion Air.
Look, of course, you know that 737 is so widely used, and there
Yeah.
should be a huge experience of using such a aircraft, and any situation of crash or any emergency should be investigated, because it should not happen due to very big experience of use. But sometimes it happens. You remember when the situation when the huge container ship has
Yeah,
stuck
yeah.
in the
Evergreen. Yeah.
finally, yeah, looks like finally the reason of this situation is the mishandling. It's a mistake of the pilot,
Mm.
of the Egyptian guy who is driving the ship during the channel passage.
Mm.
And I didn't believe that it happened due to mishandling, because there was very huge experience in operation of those ships, and finally it happened. Stupid people, how it's called, human factor. Stupid people. Human factor.
Yeah.
Stupid people, stupid human factor, or
That's,
how I call it.
yeah.
Denise, I need to say something. My battery is
Okay.
nearly discharged, and in case I will suddenly cut off, keep in mind.
Okay. Do you have
So
somewhere to charge? We actually almost 1 hour and 15 minutes. If you are busy, we may cut off because we already got the
I
phones.
will I will go to my camping, take a shower, and dry my clothes, recharge my cameras, and do many things. I have a place to dry. Luckily, it's car camping, and there are some facilities in order to give you a basic comfort. So, people, I want to say thank you very much, and I hope that it will end as soon as possible, and we will not have to ask for donations. And I'm dreaming about this day, and also I want to go to sea again.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great.
So I shut down phone. I will my soap is already cold. I will pay my bills and go to rest.
Thank you,
The
Timur.
hiking,
Thank you, Timur, for
people.
being with us today. Thank you.
Thank you. People recommend you hiking, staying tuned. Best regards from Ukraine. See you online. Bye bye.
Guys, I'm here with you. I just want to put my camera. We're gonna speak with you soon. Oh my god, I need to set up my camera again. Why is it so every time? Oh no, I don't have to set up it. What has happened? Camera, where are you? Guys, please stay with me for a moment. Alright, we're here. Oh, the picture is not good. Sorry. Everything is messed up here. Video setting. Okay, I cannot set it. Sorry. It will be like this. Like this. Let it be. Sorry, the picture is not good. I follow every day. Thank you, guys. It's time for the comment sections. You may ask me everything. We don't have huge activity today. I wonder why. Maybe because it's the holiday for you. Maybe Sunday, you know. So yeah, looks fine. Thank you, guys. Thank you first of all for your support. We're gonna spend every week we do. Well, I help Timur to do this open day for refugees, for remote people. The picture is just fine now, not a problem though. Okay. Yeah, I'm good today. Yeah. Today I was hiking as well. Not with Timur, but also I hike, not for lots of time, just covered, I think, 7 kilometers, something like 5 miles. Big holiday in Turkey, but we support Jersey North. Thank you. And what holiday do you have? Maybe some kind of religious, Kurban Bayram, or what do you have? Then will you be a UAV pilot? I can fly UAV probably if I'll be trained for that, but not in nearby future. I want to fly commercial airplanes. That's my goal. Dennis, do you have any idea why the Ukraine does not get cruise missiles and ballistic missiles from the West? Joy won't see. I think we got. There are some of the rumors that we got some of the ballistic missiles for our HIMARSes. However, those just are rumors, and today I was able to see that we targeted one target near the Russian border, around 120 kilometers away. So you cannot do that with the usual HIMARS rockets. So probably Tochka-U was used for that Soviet-made ballistic rocket, or we got something. As for the cruise missiles, I think Harpoon rockets are the cruise missiles. They fly at the low altitude, cruising over the water. So we have those. About the cruise missiles, as Russia has, for example, Caliber that fly for hundreds of kilometers, I think those are just Tomahawks in United States Army, and those are mostly fired from ships. Could be fired from the ground as well, but you see that we promised lots of stuff was promised to Ukraine, but for now we don't see that we see that some of the countries are not taking their promises, and this is the big problem. You look very tired. Yeah, maybe I'm tired. Maybe, I don't know. I feel okay. Did you say no fighting due to holiday vacation day in greetings to Germany? No, I say that we don't have lots of viewers today on the stream. Maybe it's some kind of vacation day. You're being led towards another breach conversation, Dennis. All right, thank you, David. Smash the like, guys. Thank you. Dennis, the top senators want to send the large rocket for MLRS. It's great idea. Does Ukraine have S-400s? No, came just S-300s. Ukraine should destroy the bridge to Kherson and push for Mariupol. No, it's very late to destroy the bridge to Kherson. It should have been destroyed in the first day of war, or even before war had started. Now it's just useless. Russia already crossed the bridge. For now, we need that bridge actually to perform the counterattack across the Dnieper River to the Russian-controlled territory. What do you think of their coaxial rotor K-52 helicopter? A friend of mine is in Marines, said they vibrate like crazy, the joystick with both rotor spins. Could be. There is the video very popular, by the way, on YouTube. It's filmed from the pilot of K-52 who attacked Gostomel airport and was hit with at first I thought he was hit with some kind of Stinger manpad, but actually that helicopter was shot down with the help of AK-47 or 74, and they crash landed. And after that, the pilots were evacuated by Russian helicopter as well, Mi-8. And I saw the video. There was a vibration. There was a huge vibration. But I think helicopters in general, they have much more vibration compared to the airplanes. So I'm not a helicopter pilot. I cannot state for sure. Sorry. In the UK, government is under massive pressure to increase spending and deliver more to Ukraine. Good. Awesome. Dennis, maybe United States or NATO country will send S-400s. Kim, they don't have. Only Russia produces S-400s. They signed the agreement with Turkey to send those systems to Turkey. That's it. Dennis, will you lose your pilot license if you don't get flight time soon? And do you think other countries could help Ukrainian pilots getting flight time? Yeah, Simon, I'm to be honest with you, I want to fly, and the only way for me to fly is to leave my country. There also could be some problems with it, and I will probably try to apply somewhere, because YouTube is great, but my life is flying, and I need to fly. I'm honest with you. For now, I can do what I do remotely. I don't really need to be here in this place, but I can fly. I can have more stable income for my family, and if I'll not fly till the end of this year, okay, I need to go through some of the deep training again to start to fly the airplanes. That's not good. Any plans for another collaboration with operator Starsky? Paul, for now we don't have any plans with Starsky. Dennis, maybe Timur's foundation can make their website in English. Thanks. Yeah, Hans, they created everything in Ukrainian and Russian. That's, I think, not good. So I think you have the option just for Google to translate the web page. That's it. Comment on what's going on with Zaluzhny in the army, please. Zaluzhny, I don't know what's going on with Zaluzhny. Sorry, I may not know some of the information. Then Russia is nervous about 300-kilometer rocket destroying the Kerch Bridge and preparing to defend. Yeah, we saw that they are preparing some smoke actuators and deflectors of the rocket systems or something, I don't know. There they put some of the ships to deflect the rocket targeting. It is perishable skill, Fred. Yeah, indeed. Dennis, can you become a pilot of Ukrainian Air Force? No, Matt, they will not let me do it because they have lots of military pilots. We are in lack of airplanes, but we have lots of military pilots, so it is not the option for me. We have some of the pilots fighting on the front lines, but not as airline pilots. They fight as just soldiers, you know, and yeah. И шо? Ну да, я знал. My wife told me about Zaluzhny. Yeah, I know Zaluzhny. He is the chief of our army. Nice guy, I think. I don't know him personally. From the media, I know that he is nice. At least he's professional, and that's great. Ukraine let you go to fly again soon? I don't think so. Ukraine just shuts down the borders for everyone. I may try to reach some of the airline that could give me the contract. If I show the contract, probably they will let me out, but there is no 100% solution for that. I may try anyways, so that's it. Dennis, can you get flight time in neighboring countries to keep your license, or can it be done in simulator? No, we don't have the simulators in Ukraine. I wonder why. I don't know why. We don't have the simulators really it's the bad thing for us. But you need to have the flight time, really, the flight time, and for that maybe I'm gonna apply for neighboring airline. Could be Wizz Air, could be Ryanair, I don't know. But for that I also need to pass for the European license. We'll see. S-400 can't intercept HIMARS. Yes, it can't. HIMARS cannot be intercepted by any kind of system. Hi Dennis, did you watch the POV interviews making by Vizolic? No, I didn't watch. Can I ask about fighters jets, Dennis? How risky is it to get killed then a fighter jet is shut down? We lost already many pilots in Ukraine, so I think it's quite risky. Obviously the rocket, modern day anti-aircraft rockets may hit you from any kind of direction. Well, before they all were thermal guided mostly. One, two, three. So before they were thermal guided, and usually they hit the turbine, the jet engine of the airplane near to exhaust. Now they can explode just in the front of the cockpit, killing the missile is not destroying the airplane with the blast energy, with the shockwave. It destroys the airplane with a little shrapnel that it is in the warhead of the rocket. So it could be the same as with a Malaysian Boeing that was destroyed here in Ukraine. They need ground crew that could support F-16 on the ground and protect the jets in handled hangars, bombs. Yeah. How long till Ukraine gets bomb? What kind of bomb? Decompression, decompression. Can pilots be utilized as drone pilots? I got some of the friends who do that stuff, but they are pilots. European nation not delivering on their promises needs to back up their ideas and support Ukraine. Obvious stuff. Yeah, it depends on what kind of European nation. If we speak about Poland, Latvia, Lithuania, Estonia, they performed their job for 100%. Everything that they promised already here in Ukraine. Slovakia also. Still not answering the question. You're making more money now on YouTube than you fly. Mark? Yes, but I sent most of that money for charity. I don't need money now in Ukraine. And it's not stable. Now you have money. The next month you may not have it. The next month maybe people will just unsubscribe because it may be not interesting for you anymore about what I am saying. So YouTube is very unstable, so I need to go and fly. That's my idea. For me, it's better to earn much less, but to fly the airplane. And we are now not in a position to waste money for nothing, really. We need to support people here. Do you have to retake your pilot license after the absence of flying? Yes. After 90 days, you need to go through the simulator training. After 1 year, you are losing your type rating. After 3 years, you need almost to restart, right, your training. So, and it depends on what country you're flying in and what license do you have. And the worst thing that you cannot be hired. So if you don't fly for more than 1 year, any kind of airline will not hire you. So if you go to pilot jobs, any kind of website, they need one of them, let's say, demands to apply for the job is to have at least some of the flight hours within 12 months. So that's the main problem as for me. So I cannot just be hired and I need to pay maybe to fly the real airplane. I don't know what to do. You didn't find some Russian trolls here. Yeah, let them be. Your pilot you want to fly is pretty reasonable. Yeah. If you are flying outside Ukraine, I think most of your salary will end up in Ukraine. Is it still good for Ukraine? Yes. Why should it end up in Ukraine? Well, I'll send money, of course. What plane you're licensed on? I came a bit late, I think. Boeing 737 NG. Well, I can fly also classic airplane, but mainly NG. Dennis, maybe you can come work for United States Airlines. Yes, but it's very hard for us to go to United States. Firstly, you need to apply for visa, which you probably will be rejected. Well, at least I know the cases where you are rejected for the application for visa into United States. And after that, obviously, the FAA, to apply for the FAA license, it's not a big deal compared to European license. And the hardest thing is to get the right to work and live in United States. That may take sometimes even years, and it's bad. So the market is great. In the United States market is awesome. It has some problems for pilots' careers, honestly. But still it's great. Lots of jobs there, but it's so regulated to start just work in United States. It's very hard. Yeah, I hope we also have the Gripen, just 39 Gripen. Yeah, Gripens. Tell us of any holiday road trips you have had outside Ukraine. 3 years ago, before COVID, we went to Krakow. It's the city in Poland. I liked it a lot. So my idea is maybe to ride somewhere after the war is over. Come to Canada. We are welcoming Ukrainians, including work permit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Canada takes Ukraine applications. You don't have the problem with applications for visa, and then you have your visa. It's for, I think, 4 years, including the work and leave permission. So if you go to Canada straight away from Ukraine, you can fly there. Well, you need to pass medical, and you need to pass for the local license, fly the local flight simulator with instructor. And I think that's it. You're ready to fly for some kind of airline. I know that I'm not Canadian, and probably you need to know the French as well. But I know some of the English, and still I may try to find some job on the north part of the country, flying small airplanes like Twin Otter or something from the beginning, let's say. Yeah, it's a big downdraft from the 737 to fly a smaller airplane, but what can I do? You need to restart your career sometimes. But I'll still support Ukraine, and I'll still perform on my channel. But it's just an idea, my friends. I'm not living right now. Maybe I just miss flying. Maybe it's a great part of my life, and I don't know actually what to do. I asked you before, what should I do? So yeah, we are thinking about different way outs for the situation. And I'm not a military person, you know, and yeah, I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. On On the other hand, you, Hamlet, is Ukraine also will need you as a pilot after the war is over. Yeah, Joy, absolutely agree with you. I would like to stay here to fly for my airline. 737, we have awesome pilots here. We have, they also allow me to film awesome videos on my Aviation channel, so I would like to be here. But we don't know then. The war is over. Today, Aristovich, one of the speakers from the president office, he said that they estimate that the war will go for 2.5 years, around 2.5 years. So by that time, I will lose my license for sure. Bush pilot in Canada or Australia, yeah. No, I didn't know that in Australia, bush pilots are very honored position, especially those who fly for emergency, for hospitals, remote places, taking people and aborigines to the hospitals. Wow, they are very, very elite, more elite pilots even compared to Qantas. That's what I was told. Dennis, not all of Canada speaks French, mainly Quebec. Oh, I see, but still, it's the country language, and you need to study it. Maybe you have some documents in French. I don't know, actually. I've never been to Canada. I know the climate is not, well, it depends on part of the country, but in general, it's the northern part of America, so... Yeah, flying doctors, they are awesome in Australia. One of my subscribers and friends told me about it, Australian friends. Pray for, maybe in Canada the general will let you all they have, as if but short of pilots. Military preferred, but any pilots are needed in Canada to fly CF 18s. I wonder what is that. CF-18s. Oh, I see, military airplane. McDonnell Douglas. Yeah, it's like yeah, I thought it's F-18. Yeah, awesome plane. As you probably know, I was some kind of pacifist before this war started, but now I would like to fly a military airplane as well. Our guys here will not let me do it here in Ukraine. Dennis, what was your strangest encounter as a pilot? Strangest encounter? Well, I don't know. It's hard to remember. One day, our stewardess came to the cockpit and say like, "Oh, we have passengers having sex in the toilet," and I was the first officer, and captain said, "Listen. It's not forbidden. The smoking is forbidden on board, but you will not find any document where the sex is forbidden. So keep calm." And the flight attendant was really shocked. How? They are doing some bad stuff in the toilet. But actually, according to the rules, because you have a big book for the rules, yeah, companies, procedures, etc. So smoking is forbidden. Like carrying big bags, this size, that size, overweight is forbidden, like that forbidden, but you'll not find, you'll have lots of information about people with disease and traumas, reduced mobility, but you'll not find the information that having sex in a toilet of the airplane is forbidden. Maybe it will be added in the future. Don't talk about the UFOs. I haven't seen the one thing I saw was the huge meteor that was just on fire. It was flying across the sky. It was such a big, I thought it was like the end of the world. I thought, okay, here we go, the meteor is flying just across my way. So it was like a huge rocket, and I thought, okay, we're gonna be dinosaurs. We're gonna extinct just right now. But no, it just disassembled to the small particles and left very sharply, went out. In the dark sky, it was really impressive seeing that stuff. Can beat a nice cigar after a quick hangover. Yeah, I think that is a joke on a cartoon. I don't know. You say have some lovely planes. I want to have a Go Ace 130. Yeah, that one is nice. I bet it was spectacular. Yeah. People having sex in airplane toilets kind of weird, but not technically a sin. Yeah, technically it's not forbidden, Rob. Uh, but for me, it's even hard to go for normal human needs to the Boeing 737 toilet. It's very small. It's the wall is curved, so I'm staying like that, and oh my god, I hate Boeing toilets. Boeing 737. For 777, it's awesome. Even for the smaller airplane like ATR 72 and 42, the toilet is more roomy because it's just single toilet at the back and you have normal square walls there. But 737, I hate that one. And you know how you call this toilet top, that the door, like the lid of the toilet. Only on the newest modification on 737, they made this kind of latch or lock to the upper side. On the other versions, it locks constantly under the gravity force. So you need to hold it with one hand. So for man, the toilet is and even then you sit, that lid will hit your back. So I hate Boeing 737 toilets. I don't like them. Probably one of the things that I hate in Boeing 737. Yeah, toilet seat. So it's on most of the airplanes on Boeings, it just automatically fell down out under gravity. Yeah, it's crazy. So I can explain you. If you go like a man to the toilet for pee-pee, you put, for my height, I'm 6'2". So for my height, I still stare like that because you have a ceiling going up. I take the tissue, I hold the lid or the toilet with one hand. With other hand, I'm doing the stuff, and it's so uncomfortable. And if at the same time you go through some kind of turbulent air, oh god, I hate it. Should have been projected on the TV screens. Yeah. Hello from Czech. Greetings to Czech. Trains in Japan are way better. Would agree with that. There is a need for pilots to move equipment to the front lines. Most tall planes are 800, 900 kgs, can fly for cargo. And now, guys, I joined our local aviation community group, and they say that there was an idea to fly on a small planes, deliver some goods, but what I see, they do not fly. Now in Ukraine, it's forbidden even to fly on a paraglider. Can I drive as a demonstration? No, I'm not near to the plane. I think you should fly over Russia and flush the toilet. The toilet is flushed to the special tank. However, the sink of the Boeing 737 is connected, just goes to the hole. So then you drain the water from the sink, it goes actually out from the airplane. Yeah, indeed. But from the toilet, everything is collected to the, if we speak about the toilet itself, everything is collected to the special tank, and after you land, the guys on the ground connect the special hose, very stinky one, and they just sack out everything from the toilet. And for the sink, yes, if you do your job in the sink, you can actually spread it away. Russia sold Alaska to the United States, indeed. But now they're saying they want it back. Like a camper, yeah. Donating $110. Keep good work, Dennis. Thank you, David, for your kind support. So we should not be in a sink. Yeah, obviously. It's a bad idea. Oh my god. You're so hilarious, guys. It's like a chemical toilet, yeah. Dennis, did you ever fly out to gyro? Out to gyro. I did it, love it. I don't understand what's auto gyro. Dennis, did you ever have to declare flight emergency in your career? No, just urgency. Pan. We got sick passenger on board who recently got the surgery on his heart. Actually, he was a 15 years old teenager, and he got very bad, and it was the flight to Vilnius, and we declared the pan. We have a sick person on board, 15 years old male is having a heart attack. We need ambulance on the airplane, in the airport, and that happened just before descent, so I didn't have to deviate somewhere, so very convenient. And doctors were ready very, very fast, and they took care about the guy. He was actually okay after we landed. He was pale, but in general he walked on his own hands. But just before the war started, I got my, let's say, one of the last flights from Delhi, and there was a passenger, female, escorted by her husband, and she was in very bad condition. She got some kind of infection that paralyzed her body. She was looking like Steve Hawkins, and she got this tube staring out of her throat, connected to some kind of box powered by batteries, oxygen bottles, everything. Is the first time I see the patient and possible passenger for that flight, and she got prescriptions from the doctor that they let her to fly. I was very surprised. And she was not speaking, she was like that stuff, and her husband told she's okay, she can fly. I say, well, I see it the first time, so I'm not sure whether we can take her. And I asked about the batteries. Are the batteries okay for the health maintained system? Because and he said, like, we calculated they should be okay until Kiev, until destination. They are okay for 10 hours. But I say, if the weather is bad, or maybe if the airport is closed, I don't know for what reason, but if we'll have to deviate somewhere, are the batteries still okay? And he said no. And I said, probably we shouldn't take her on board in that case. And he said, and after that conversation, the girl, she's very young, and it's my friends, it's very hard to see nice girl, in such condition. So really some kind of infection that causes your body just to paralyze. You're like a plant in that case. I hope it will never happen to you, but it was the case. And her heartbeat increased dramatically, and her pressure increased. She was connected through the wires to that system, and the husband, oh sorry guys, we have very, very annoying dog here. Small and wow, sorry. So they refused to fly finally, so it was my last flight. It's terrible. Yeah, I wonder what was the infection that can cause it. It happened in India. They were traveling across the country and got that infection. Dennis, do you know then Dominican Republic, some big community of Ukrainian people, and you can live like 1 million men only with 1,000 a month? Annabelle, I don't know. Norway, was it? No, it was in Delhi. In USA, 5,000 flights cancelled, often due to lack of pilots. Indeed, you see, there was a lot of pilots during the COVID, and no one needed flights. But now aviation is recovering, and that's great. Dogs are never annoying. No, I like dogs. Understand me correctly, but the dog that is nearby, it's such a small creature. Doesn't really looks like a dog. It's tinier than cat, and it's evil. It's the devil on 4 legs. Then I walk here nearby, it just screams and barks, and oh my god, I don't know the breed of the dog, but we also have good dogs here. I like dogs because dogs, they are very useful. I had many dogs in my life, and then I was a kid, and I really like the German Shepherd, German sheepdog. It was the smartest creature I've ever met. So yeah, that tiny dog here is the monster. I think you may use it for security of the special, I don't know, whatever. It's the devil. Chihuahua, maybe, yeah, maybe. But dogs are very useful for human beings, and they very friendly with you. They treat you well. No human can treat you better than your own dog. If the dog recognizes you as the owner, it actually can die for you. I don't know. If you meet a bear, for example, hiking with your dog somewhere, I know in the forest, if the bear wants to attack you, the dog will probably go and fight the bear. If the dog is some kind of hunting breed, well, depends on the breed, obviously, but the brave dog will obviously fight for your life. And if you take the cat in that forest, in that case, well, a cat will say, okay, I just lost the the food supplies. That's it. Salute from United States. If Belarus attacks Ukraine, I know your country is a big supporter of Ukraine. Does your country get involved? I'm in Ukraine, so it will be involved if they attack our country. It was Delta pilots too last week, around 1,200. I don't know what they've been able to negotiate, but I never heard such quickness or quiz. I saw there was some kind of not protest, but how you call it? This word in English. I'm not good in English, my friends. Not riots, not protests. Then you stop work. How you call it? Stop work and go with. I know this word, but I can't put it to my tongue. Unions do it. Not demonstration. Then you just stop flying, stop working, strike. Yeah, strike. You are on strike. Yeah. So pilots were on strike in Delta. Yeah. Thank you. My old cat would go on a walk with us and attack dogs even. German Shepherd. Wow, your cat is awesome. Outstanding. Are you concerned about too much YouTube attention on your area making you a target? Yeah, I'm a target. I have no doubt about it. But I try to hide my place, try to hide my contacts, and try to go outside, let's say, as less as possible. But if Russian side or the spies really want to target me, they will. I understand that. As I said to you, I already got some kind of the phone calls with threats to me and my family. What type of type rating do you have? I fly Boeing 737. Have you seen Vladimir Volkin's channel? No. No. Is it true that the Ukrainian army go on counterattack in Kherson? Well, at least we have lots of information about that. And 3 days ago, our officials say that all of the civilians should evacuate from the area. It means that we are preparing for something on the south part of Ukraine. And I told you many times that I think it will be the first direction of our counterattack. My friends, it's been already 2 hours for me. Sorry, I need to prepare some dinner for the family, already 10 p.m. and we go sleep usually very late. Thank you very much for your donations, and I'm gonna send them to charity fund of Timur Rudov, and those money will be sent just for refugees or displaced people who need support. So yeah, it was the negotiation. Oh no, Dennis, Boeing 737 is the worst. No, I like that airplane. It just need to be a smart pilot to fly it. My friends, thank you so much for your kind support. I wish you a peaceful sky wherever you are, and have a great time.